Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So everybody is talking about Elon Musk and the hostile takeover attempt of Twitter. So we could talk about that, but I thought I'd let the rest of the Twitterverse and the YouTubeverse discuss that whilst we talk about something else. I want to talk today about Palantir Apollo and why Apollo is a lot like Amazon's AWS. So let's get into that. So Palantir have two primary products today. Gotham, which is their almost legacy government product, really built for on-premise architectures, private cloud architectures, in some cases hybrid cloud architectures, but there to service public sector, government institutions where data sovereignty is really, really critical. Then you also have Foundry now, which has been a product since 2016, and Foundry is really more angled towards corporate customers, now applicable towards governments as well, but really Foundry is more applicable towards corporate customers, enterprise companies. So those are your two primary products. Now, both of those products require tools, modules, different products that sit underneath them that Palantir will have developed in-house over time in order to keep Gotham and Foundry running at optimal experience, delivering the best customer outcomes. And one of those products that was built simply to help Gotham and Foundry be as good as they could be was Palantir Apollo. There's this cryptic tweet that was put out last week by the Palantir official Twitter handle, and it points to April 27th. April 27th, as we now know, is going to be Apollo's product demo day. Now, why is that important? Well, it's been a while now since Gotham and Foundry have been out, and both products require a couple of things that make it difficult for Palantir to continue to grow as a business. Number one, they require large sales cycles. So these are sales cycles that can last anywhere from 6 months to 2-3 years, from the first time you talk to a customer to the point where they decide to buy. That's the first issue for Palantir, who is a fast growth technology company. The other problem is the challenge around price of entry. Both Gotham and Foundry require very high, often $5-6 million plus price of entry. What Apollo does, one as a tool, is really and truly at its simplest level, it helps keep Gotham and Foundry updated. And they've built Apollo so that as an architecture, it can do that on private clouds, hybrid clouds, and public clouds. Now, what makes that really cool is it's a small module within Gotham and Foundry, which helps them keep updated, but it also means that it's been built really well in order to be able to handle all of the other SaaS or software as a service or cloud workloads, applications, and platforms that companies use day in, day out, and they need to keep updated. And so Apollo is now going to provide a couple of things. One, another product that companies can buy from Palantir. Two, a product that requires far faster sales cycle, 1 to 2 months as opposed to 1 to 2 years. And three, the price of entry is reduced dramatically. Now, companies can get into the Palantir ecosystem with Apollo much quicker. And that's critical. That's critical for Palantir as a company. Now you have this funnel that at the very top, you have Apollo. Companies can join the Palantir family, use Apollo to update their software, their applications, their platforms on the cloud, be it Google Cloud, AWS, Azure, or others, including private and hybrid, by the way. And then, as they see the power of Apollo, they can start to adopt other modules, perhaps adopt a broader suite of products, which we may see on April 27th, all as a laddering effect to take that customer eventually to Foundry or potentially to Gotham, depending on that company's profile. This is really exciting. This has been a big problem for Palantir for a long time now. Alex Karp talked about becoming more modular, becoming more accessible as a platform and as a product suite. This is a really big step in that direction. I think on the 27th, we're going to see more than Apollo. We're going to see lots of modules, lots of products around Apollo that are really going to help accelerate Palantir's growth and adoption of products and the ability to upsell and cross-sell across the ecosystem. So why does Apollo to Palantir equate AWS to Amazon? Well, quite simple really. Amazon was originally, as we all know, a e-commerce retailer. It's branched out to many areas now. And originally, Amazon had a big problem with scale. There were really no cloud services out there that could help Amazon's e-commerce platform scale with the volume and demand that Amazon were experiencing. And so Amazon internally built their own cloud infrastructure. They built AWS. And AWS was able to take Amazon's business and scale it globally, scale it to lots of different markets. Anywhere in the world you can buy an Amazon service or product. And that's because of AWS underpinning it. What Amazon realized, and their Jassy and team realized, is actually this service being so good for our Amazon platforms would be just as powerful for other companies out there who want to scale their services and their platforms to their customers. And thus AWS was born as a product originally designed to make Amazon's other platforms better, is now the largest cloud provider in the world. That's why Palantir's Apollo is just like Amazon's AWS. They were born from the same idea. I'm really excited about what Apollo can do for Palantir, its growth trajectory, its addressable market, and its ability to essentially bring on new clients more quickly into the Palantir ecosystem. This is a big hurdle that's been addressed before by analysts and even by Alex Karp himself. And I think Apollo and the modules that we'll likely see on April 27th around Apollo will lead us to understand better Palantir's now sales, marketing, product development strategy, and how it will address the issues of growth levers, and barriers to entry for potential customers. This is super exciting for all the Palantards out there. This should be exciting to you because this will really show up in 12 months' time. April 27th, 2023 will be really exciting to see, especially in Q3 and 4, what the impact is of Apollo on the customer base, on the number of clients. Specifically, that's the number to look for, the number of clients. Not so much revenue, the number of clients is going to be critical. We should see exponential growth in the number of clients. That will lead to a larger addressable base for Palantir to then go back into and cross-sell and upsell other products and services. This is really, really interesting, and I think this is a great step forward and another reason why investors should be confident, why Palantir followers and enthusiasts are further reinforced that Alex Karp and team have the right strategy and are playing that out right now, and why ultimately in the end, the next 12 to 24 months are going to be super exciting for Palantir. That's it for this video, guys. We'll obviously check in on April 27th to see what's going on and what's happened at the Apollo product demo day. And until then, take care.